you going? Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Beefy and welcome back to my channel. If you didn't know, I am a freelance illustrator who recently quit her job to pursue art, and this is my vlog of figuring that out. And after not vlogging for a month, I thought I would get back to it and update you on what's been going on in my life. A little disclaimer, it is currently Ramadan, which is the holy month for Muslims, and on this month we fast, so I will not be eating and drinking today. So if you see me working and not have like my usual beverage, that is why. And also, if you find that my voice is a little rusty right now, it is probably because I'm a little parched. I'm always like really parched in the morning, but then throughout the day it gets better. Not because I drink, but because I don't know, I get used to it, I guess. So that may be an interesting element to add to the daily life of an illustrator vlog, because I've never seen daily life in the daily life of an artist vlog where the artist is fasting during Ramadan. So I don't know, but it might not be very different from my usual vlog. We shall see. So I'm going to update you on my life stuff after I shower, which I should be doing right now. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this vlog. Okay, time for some life updates. So a lot of things have been going on in my life in the past month. As I've mentioned before in previous vlogs, January was a pretty full month for me because there were a lot of commissions coming in and I got to do some really interesting projects. But come February, that whole thing kind of stopped. Like, it was a gold rush and then everybody left. But yeah, didn't really get much of new commissions in February, and that's why I decided to go back to the office. It's not the same office as I quit from several months back, but it is still an agency, a smaller one. What's different about this office is that it allows me to work part-time, so I only go to the office like 3 days a week, and also doesn't keep me after hours. Like, it's pretty chill working hours. Yeah, I still work as a copywriter and sometimes also illustrator for the same company. Aside from that, I also have 2 ongoing projects right now. None of them is technically illustration based, but they're like very design based. And the first one is a book design project with my friend. So for this project, all I will be doing is like the layouting of the book and then the design. Basically, nothing illustration wise, I guess, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far. This is also what I'm going to be doing today. And then the second project is a branding project for an art studio, and I got to use like all of my skills for this project because we really like build the brand from the ground up. It started with the naming and then onto the logo design, and later on to the brand guidelines, or I guess what's trending right now is the brand sheet, just easier to peruse by clients and just really more practical than having to flip through pages and pages of things that not necessarily matter to your day-to-day. As for today, I will be doing 3 things. The first is the book design project that I told you about earlier. I'm going to start with that because technically we were supposed to have a meeting today, but my friend couldn't make it. So I thought I was just like kickstart the whole project first, so that by the time for our next meeting, I already have like a lot of things to show and I can just work from there, so I don't have to delay the process just because the meeting is delayed, you know. And then I'm also going to do the labels for my Eid hampers and my stepmom's Eid cookie business. So I have this tradition every year of sending out Eid hampers. It's basically just like a jar of homemade cookies that I will design the labels for to make them more personal to me and also like cute and interesting to look at by my friends. And usually every year the cookies are different. I will make like different sorts of cookies that introduce like local ingredients that are good for your health. And so I'm gonna be making the labels for that. I've actually finished the sketch and the coloring for that, so I will show you that later. And then the other one is a label for my stepmom's Eid cookie business, which is a seasonal business only open during Eid. I'm going to go the extra mile this year by introducing a different kind of label than what I used to make for her. But I'm really excited about that. Also have done the sketch for that, and I will show you that as well later. So I'm going to start with the book design project for now. I don't think I can show you much of it, if at all, because it's still kind of hush-hush. But yeah, I guess we'll talk again in a few minutes. Okay, now that we're done with the book design portion of the day, I'm going to continue with this Eid hampers labels. As you can see, I have made the sketch and also colored it for the Eid hampers labels for my hampers. And I took inspiration from Sarkodit's illustration and tried to mix in several different elements from Eid, especially in Indonesia, and yeah, make it look so festive and so interesting. And I am using mainly 4 colors in my color scheme. So there's green, a bit more like tealish green, and yellow, and purple, faded purple, and also a beige or skin color. Right now I feel like I can still tweak it a little bit to make it work, but I don't know. I feel like it still looks a little cheesy right now, so I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna see what I can do to make it more fun and interesting. And then the next one is the labels for my stepmom's Eid cookie business. As you can see, I have made the sketch. I haven't outlined it. That's what I'm going to do today. Outlined it and then color it, determine the color schemes I'm going to use for it. I feel like, I don't know, like the one from my stepmom will be simpler because she likes things to be simpler and just like really straightforward, maybe not using like brave or you know, very out of their colors. Just use whatever colors Eid is usually associated with. So yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty easy, like easier than my hampers labels. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Hopefully I can finish at least one of them today, so I can just send one of them to the printers and have one load off my mind to think of other stuff. Not gonna lie, this is what I've been doing mostly today. Yeah, working while fasting is not as easy as, you know, it's not a business as usual. It's kind of hard. I guess, like, not hard, but a lot less productive. And I'm not saying that because I'm thirsty or hungry or anything like that, and I think most people can relate. But it's just really hard to focus when you're fasting because you have less nutrients in you and your brain is not braining very much. Yeah, so I've been laying down a lot today and like working maybe only 30% of the time, if at all. I feel like I'm just gonna be more productive during the night, so I might, like power through then. I just want to show you this part of the day in my life, because this is the reality of what it feels like to work from home when you're fasting. I think this is kind of a first for me. And then mixing that with the art content is just perfection. We're back. Hello! As you can tell, it is already a different day. I don't know how other people do a day in the life vlog, but I felt really overwhelmed towards the end because I had to concentrate on the project I was working on and also on the vlog, and just it got a little too much, so I ended up not making an outro by the end of it, so I decided to do an outro today. And since it is already a few days later, I can actually give you an update on the projects that I have worked on during this vlog. So this is what the Eat Hampers labels actually ended up looking like. I changed up a few things to make it less sparkly and a little more Islamic, to make it more obvious that it is actually a label for an Eid hampers. I kept the color schemes because I thought they look well together. And then this is what the Eid label for my stepmom's business looks like. I ended up liking this one better because it is so conceptual, and the simplicity of the color schemes make the entire concept and the entire illustration stand out more, I feel like. And so yeah, I will definitely show you what they end up looking like on the packaging later on. So stay tuned to my social media channel, all linked down below. Specifically, my Instagram will most likely have the updates on these projects. Aside from that, I also have a little bit of an announcement. So I decided to create a Patreon page. If you don't know, Patreon is a platform where you can give support to your favorite artists and creators in exchange for some snazzy rewards prepared by your favorite figures. And since it is Ramadan, I decided to do a double feature of a Ramadan-themed lock screen wallpaper that you can download now on my Patreon page. At the moment, I only have like one membership tier because I haven't really prepared the rewards for the other tiers, but they will be updated in the following months. If you do decide to support me, I appreciate it very, very much. It may not seem like a lot to you, but it does matter a lot to me. And I think we're going to switch to Indonesian now. Dan buat kalian penonton di Indonesia yang mau dapetin wallpaper ini juga, kalian bisa ke karyakarsa.com/alivedgirl, itu juga akan aku link di bawah. Dan bisa beli paket dukungan di sana, atau beli putus langsung wallpapernya untuk bisa kalian pakai sesuai keinginan kalian. Nah, kalau ada dua wallpaper, kalian bisa pilih salah satu atau mau pakai dua-duanya, itu semua terserah kalian. Dan sama juga kayak Patreon, aku akan nambahin paket dukungan selanjutnya di beberapa bulan ke depan. Aku balik lagi ke Inggris ya. I know I don't have like a lot of following just yet, and I'm not famous or viral or anything, but if you consider supporting me so that I can do more of this and make more art that will bring joy to other people, I will deeply, deeply appreciate that. If you like this video, I hope you will spare some time to give it a like, maybe subscribe to the channel, and share with some friends so they can enjoy it too. Every little bit of support goes a long way. So I guess that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one.